in that
It's
scene.
'cause and also when Noah went off to rehab, it was raining and cold that day. Remember the gazebo? Yeah, the lake. There was the gazebo with Noel. And, oh. What was the question?
Your best memory, but that's
Oh
the
yeah, those
word.
were my best ones. I don't know. I think it's kind of weird, like looking at it in retrospect now, because it's still very near. You know, it's only been 3 weeks, I think, since we stopped filming. So I think in time I'll be able to figure out my best memory will come to me.
Tell us what it was like, your first day on the set and your last day on the set.
Well, for me, I don't think it was any accident, but the first day, you know, was of course the set was Oakdale Now, and I don't think I'm giving away anything, but the last day was also Oakdale Now, so it was just kind of, they had a little bit of symmetry. But so, you know, it's kind of like, even though it was the same place, the same people, it was absolutely night and day in terms of, I think I changed the most from that first time on set. It's, you know, it's a long period working on one thing. Yeah, I mean, so much changed during that time. But yeah, they were both wonderful days.
I think for me, my first day was a blur. I remember being incredibly shy because I didn't know anybody. I had never been on TV. I had no idea what I was doing. I remember seeing a boom mic and being like, and the speed at which everybody worked, I was, you know, like, I remember some of the first scenes I taped were with John Hensley, and he was like, we do a rehearsal upstairs, a blocking rehearsal, and then we'll rehearse with the cameras, and then we'll shoot it, and it's very quick. And we did the rehearsal, and then John was like, so let's run the scene, and I was like, okay, and then all these hair and makeup people came up and started like touching me, and I was like, and I remember like towards the end, that was one of my first memories, is like, I couldn't focus on anything with these people just, you know, the hair and they all come up at once, and there's somebody pulling your shirt and making sure your shirt looks right, and then at the very end, I remember people doing the same thing and being like, this has become so normal for me now, and that's such a weird thing, because when it started, it was so alien to me. The last day was sad. It was nice though, whenever a majority of the cast was on set that day, and whenever somebody was done with their scenes, because the last day has a lot of people in it. Whenever somebody was done, the producers would come out and give a round of applause, and the crew would give a round of applause for the actors, and even though we should be giving a round of applause for them, because they work harder than we do. But it was sad, but it was nice. It was bittersweet.
Can you tell us the story of your first encounter?
Is that the Glad Awards? You were coming from a wedding.
I was coming from a wedding. I had just flown back into New York, and you know, they because of the nature of the storyline, they were like, let's try and get you at the GLAAD Awards.
Yeah, even though you didn't start for another 2 months, right?
No. Yeah, I don't even think I was going to go on set for another month and a half at least.
Yeah.
And it was just kind of funny because I hadn't even been on set, and here I am meeting them
At a fan, not a fan event, but at an event.
at an event.
Which is walking red carpet, which is so weird.
Walking the red carpet for the first time, and I was like, okay, this is. And but it was fun. I mean, it was you know, thought he was a total ass.
I was.
No.
I wasn't.
But yeah, I mean, we had fun. I don't know.
Yeah.
We kind of hit it off right from the beginning.
Yeah, we did, and then we met up a couple times before you started, I think, and
Yeah.
got some Thai food.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice.
I have a question.